All right, everyone, these are your distribution notes. I need to make sure you're writing every example down because they're all important. And I want you to know how talented I am because I'm filming this with my left hand while I'm trying to write with my right hand. So if it's a little shaky, I apologize. So your title is distribution notes, and I'm going to give you the steps right here to distribute. Distribute really just means to give to everyone. Like if I'm going to distribute candy to the class, I give everyone a piece of candy. But here are the steps I want you to know. I want you to multiply the outside number to every term inside the parentheses. So make sure you write that down. To distribute, I want you to multiply the outside number to every term inside the parentheses. Make sure you pause the video and write all that down if it's going too fast. So let me give you an example right here. First problem is 2 parentheses x plus 3. So my outside number is 2, and then inside I have x plus 3. Now remember from the last video, if there is no number with x, the number is 1. Remember that? If there is no number, the number is 1. So write that in there. And then I always want you to draw these lines. You're going to multiply the outside number to those inside numbers. Those little lines I always want you to draw. It really makes it easy. And then from there, this is the easiest thing in the world. 2 times 1 is just 2. So write that down. And then you have an x there, so leave that x there. We don't know what it is, we write it down. And then 2 times 3 is a positive 6. So I write plus 6. And that's it. That is my answer. That's how you distribute. So let's do another one. Problem 2. We have negative 4 and then parentheses, negative 2x plus 3. Remember, the first thing I want you to do is to draw your arrows. There we go. Make sure you draw your arrows, always. And then all you have to do is multiply. And remember, if you're not good at multiplying with the negatives, use your calculator. So negative 4 times negative 2 is a positive 8. So 8. And then we have an x there. So negative 4 times negative 2 is a positive 8x. And then negative 4 times a positive 3 is negative 12. Since it's negative 12, we're going to put minus 12. Okay? Yet again, it's minus 12 because negative 4 times a positive 3 is a negative 12. And that's the answer. So let's do another one. Third example. Now we have a decimal outside, but it's the same thing. 0.5 times 6x plus 10. First thing you do is draw your arrows. Always draw your arrows. Now, if you're not good at decimals, you'd use your calculator, but just to let you know, 0.5 is the same thing as half. So half of 6 is 3, and then I just draw my x. Plus, half of 10 is a positive 5, so I put plus 5. 3x plus 5, and that's the answer. Just multiply it around. Now, some of you are going to say, I got this, let me move on, but I still need you to watch the rest of the examples because some other tricks are going to happen. Let's look at the fourth example, sorry. Negative 2 times negative x minus 4. This is the same thing, but it'll trip you up because there's no number here. Remember, if there is no number, the number is just 1. And then draw your arrows, like always. Never want you to not do that. I would highly encourage you to use your calculator with the negatives. Negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2. Your x comes down. Sorry, I can't do that. There you go. And then negative 2 times negative 4 is a positive 8. So I'm going to put plus 8. Yet again, I'm putting plus 8 because negative times a negative is a positive. That's why the plus is there when it wasn't there before. All right, 2 more really quick examples. Number 5, 3, x plus 9. Remember, if there is no number, the number is 1. And then we draw our arrows. And then we multiply. 3 times 1 is a positive 3. And the x comes down. And then 3 times 9 is 27. And then if you're wondering, do I put plus or minus? 3 times 9 is a positive 27. So we put plus 27. And that's the answer. This last example you're not going to see today in class, but I want to show you what it is. 6x plus 2 parentheses x plus 1. So this is what we just learned. This we haven't seen yet. I'm going to show you how to do it. Remember, to distribute, you take the number that's just outside and you multiply it in. If there is no number, the number's 1. 2 times 1 is 2x. And then draw your arrow, sorry. 2 times 1 is a positive 2. But then a lot of you are going to say, well, what do I do with this 6x over here? I haven't done anything yet. I'm just going to rewrite it. 6x plus. And then this should look like your combined like terms video that we did last week. So see how I have x's here and then a number? Well, I'm going to combine what's alike. 6 plus 2 is 8x. And since there's no other number with the 2, I just write plus 2. So yet again, you're not going to see that today, but I'm showing you what you will see eventually. And you're going to see this in algebra as well. Kind of these lots of terms that step by step are very easy, but you got to make sure that you don't forget what we've already learned. So those are your notes videos for distribution. There's not a module for this, it's actually a handout. So let me come around, let me check your notes to make sure you did all examples, and then I will give you the paper. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll get to you as soon as I can.